Hello YouTube, this is HellsinkerXAGF, and I'm going to do an update on the games I've been playing over the last few months. It's been a while since I've done a video, as usual, but anymore I just do videos when I have time and when I can. I still love making videos and everything, but I just work so much and I have so much going on in my life that I don't get to make videos quite as often as I would like to. But I do have an update on what I've been playing, so I'm just going to jump right into that. First off, on my phone, I've been playing Miitomo, and it's definitely a little kind of monetized social network, as everybody already knows by now. I still check it every day. I check a few of my friends' answers, just enough to get the little coin bonuses and the My Nintendo coins. And, I still answer some questions here and there and listen to some of my friends' answers. And I change my Mii's clothes. It's a fun little thing. I mostly just usually check it when I first wake up and right before I go to bed at night. And that usually gives me enough to keep myself going with it. I've spent a little bit of money on it for some coins just so I didn't feel like I had no coins and couldn't buy anything for my Mii. I put $10 into it to give me some coins, and I buy a little bit of stuff here and there. And that made it a nice jump start, and definitely don't regret it. It's a fun little thing. I recommend everyone check it out, and you're more than welcome to become friends with me on Miitomo. On the 3DS, I've been playing Pokemon Yellow, the Virtual Console re-release. I played that all the way through. I had a really good time with it. Yellow was my first Pokemon game. I had it before Red or Blue. And even all these years later, I can still go through that game by heart. I know it so perfectly well. I could play it blindfolded pretty much. Such a fantastically fun game, and I'm excited that you can use your Pokemon from Yellow, put them in the Pokemon Bank, and use them with Sun and Moon. That's really awesome, and I can't wait to check that out. On the Vita, I've been playing some Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I went out of my way to pick this up because when Disney that bought Marvel? I can't remember. Anyway, they had to renegotiate the terms, and so the game was pulled from all digital services, and the physical copy has kind of skyrocketed. I can't talk. It's been a while. And I loved the original Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on PS3. It's not as good as 2 or the first one, but it's a fun little game, and I picked this one up for a good price. And it's just as fun on the Vita, and I like the additional characters. This is what I've been sinking most of my time into lately, Pokemon HeartGold. I've had this for a really long time, but my girlfriend, she plays video games, mostly PC games. She's big into MMOs and different kind of PC games, but she played Pokemon when she was a kid, the Red and Blue, and she still does like Pokemon, but she's just never played any of the other games. So I was on a big Pokemon kick from replaying Yellow, and then I really wanted to replay HeartGold. So I got her to play White because I figured so much new stuff was introduced in Gold, between Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, that when they did the Generation 5 Black and White, how they sort of rebooted the series. Like, you had 150 new Pokemon, and you could only use the new Pokemon. And it was sort of like a nice reboot, and I thought it was a good place to get her started so that later on she can go back and replay like Heart Gold or Soul Silver, and then the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and Y and stuff. So she's been playing that, and I've been replaying this. I just got my 8th gym badge just a couple days ago. I've been really enjoying it. I noticed that they definitely cranked the difficulty up from the original game. I've found myself in numerous situations where I was probably way under leveled despite battling every single trainer and grinding that I could have. But I've persevered, and I've made it about halfway through the game, and it's still a fantastic game. It's a shame that it's out of print and costs so much money now. But I definitely plan on buying Soul Silver for her to play. A few Wii U games. Yoshi's Woolly World. I got this as a Christmas present, and I have been playing it off and on. I'm in the second or third world. I haven't played a whole lot of it, but it's definitely a really cute and really fun game. I've been having a blast with it whenever I do play it, but I mostly don't play it in a big setting. I'll just usually be like, oh, I'm going to play that, and I'll play like a level or two, and then I'll go on to something else. But I definitely plan on putting more time into it because I've been having a great time with it. Shovel Knight, I picked this up a while ago too, as I said in my last pickups video. I'm not a huge fan of 8-bit style games, and I've only played a little bit of Shovel Knight, and it definitely seems fun, but I understand all the praise it gets. It's definitely a well-made game, but I don't think it's quite the game for me. I do have the amiibo up there, which is awesome, the third-party amiibo. Maybe I'll try to put some more time into it, but so far I just don't think Shovel Knight's for me. And that's not to say it's a bad game. It's definitely a well-made and really fun game. This is something I also haven't played much of. It's a relatively new release, and I just haven't had the time I would like to put into it, but I'm going to change that. I'm going to at least play some more of it. And that's the Twilight Princess HD remake on the Wii U. I do have the bundle with the Wolf Link amiibo, which is sitting on one of my shelves in my living room. It looks great. I mean, it's not the best HD remake I've ever seen, but they definitely did a really good job with it, and it's a lot more fun than I went back on remembering. Twilight Princess, for those of you who know, is in my top favorite games of all time, easily in my top 5. And I was really excited about this. I've only played a tiny little bit, like maybe 3 or 4 or 5 hours or something. Like, I just got to the part where you can finally explore Hyrule Field for the first time, so I haven't played that much of it. But it still holds up, and I still have a blast playing it. I love Twilight Princess. It's definitely my favorite Zelda game, so I'm going to play it more, of course. Something that's happened to me since my last video is I've actually become a pretty big Star Wars fan, and not because of the new movie. When I was growing up, my uncle, I hated staying at his house. Like, I hated it. He had a bunch of really archaic rules, and he had a really kind of way of doing things that wasn't like my family, or wasn't like I was used to, or how I would like things to be done. And he used to always try to force me to watch Star Wars all the time. Like, every time I come over, he would put it on. And I just kind of had this association with Star Wars in my mind of that, and how I hated that, and how I hated being there. And it just kind of took me back to a place I didn't like being. So, but I ended up watching the Star Wars movies on my own. And I watched them in the order 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. And that was a really good way for me to watch them. It made episode 1 pretty tolerable. And I might talk about my thoughts on getting into Star Wars in a little bit, but I just wanted to say that, yeah, I mean, you can't see it, but right back here in the corner, there's like 6 lightsabers. Obi-Wan's, Darth Vader's, Yoda's, Luke's, Rey, and Mace Windu's purple lightsaber. And there's an episode 2 poster, like, right behind this blanket. Let me see if you can see it. Yeah, there's an episode 2 poster right there. Sorry about that. I've since bought the Complete Saga Blu-ray and the Clone Wars Blu-ray set. And I bought episode 7 when it came out. So I've really been into Star Wars. And I thought the best 2 Star Wars games to play first would be The Force Unleashed and The Force Unleashed 2. And I had a blast with these games. I love that you can customize your lightsabers to be different colors. I was really excited about using the purple lightsaber because it's my favorite lightsaber. What can I say? They're really fun. They're almost kind of God of War-ish in a sense. Not the best. Some things are a little frustrating. 2 was really easy and really short, but it was still a good time, and I'm really sad that we'll never get the 3rd game in the series. And that brings me off with Gran Turismo 6, and honestly, I haven't played this for a while, but I did want to kind of talk about it because it was something different for me. I've always bought the Gran Turismo games. I've loved all of them, but I've never put as much time into one as I have with 6. Gran Turismo 6, I don't know what was so different about it, but I bought it on Black Friday for $5, and I put way more time into this game than I ever thought I would. I got all the licenses, bought all kinds of cool cars, and normally I play like a little bit. I do like 2 or 3 licenses, and then I just stop playing. But I guess it was the expanded collection of classic American muscle cars that made me so excited, and I hope in future Gran Turismo games we get more of that, because that's what I like. You know, I like classic American muscle cars, and I like to drive them and modify them and race them, and that gave me a bigger opportunity to do that with a lot of new inclusions that made me really happy. So that's it for watching what I've been playing lately. And thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I'm hoping that I will not stutter quite as much, but it's my first video in some time. But thank you guys for watching.